Good day, guys. In today's video, I'll be teaching about liquidity. So today we are going to talk about liquidity. So we have four types of liquidity. We have what we call equal highs. We have what we call equal lows. We have what we call trendline liquidity, and we have what we call inducement liquidity. So those are the four types of liquidity that we are having. So the reason why we have to identify liquidity when we are analyzing is that we want to, like, liquidity attracts the price. So when we know the areas that has liquidity, like, it will be easy for us to come up with a valid setups or choose order blocks in an area that won't be manipulated by the market. However, we can have a valid setup that doesn't have a liquidity, right? So in this case, I'm going to start with equal highs and equal lows. So we can have equal highs when the market is moving in a downtrend like this. The market, as you can see, the market was moving in a downtrend, and the market, yeah. So as you can see here, the market is moving in a downtrend, right? So you know that when the market is moving in a downtrend, it creates lower lows and lower highs, as you can see here. So previously we had a break of market structure here. This was our BOS, right? So for this break of market structure, our order block, since we are moving in a downtrend, was supposed to be around this area as the last bullish candlestick. However, you can see that the market reacted on the order block and consolidated and later pushed it up. So as the market was consolidating here, as you can see, it created a what we call a equal highs. So as you can see here, guys, the market created what we call a equal highs. So the market created what we call a equal highs, as you can see. So guys, whenever you see areas that have equal highs, know that there's liquidity resting above that area. So this is our equal high liquidity. So guys, as you can see, there was liquidity resting above. So this move that violated this area, we call it a liquidity grab move. This move, I'm talking about this move, the move that took out those equal highs. We call this liquidity grab, we call this liquidity sweep, or we can call this a stop hand, just a move that is grabbing liquidity after it was formed. So guys, from here, as you can see, the market just did what? The market dropped. The market dropped like this. The market dropped. So as you can see, after the market dropped, it created another break of market structure. So this is going to be our BOS. Then now, since you are having a clear order block, so in this case, at the stop hand. So in this case, you're going to choose the last bullish candlestick where here in this area. So we're going to choose our order block where at the stop hand. Mitigated our order block, and then the market dropped. So that's how we spot equal highs, guys. It's easy, and this is the most common setup that is mostly happening. Yeah. So then this was an example of equal highs. Then we can have what you call equal lows. So equal highs and equal lows is exactly the same thing, just that the other one is happening in a downtrend, the other one is happening in an uptrend. So if you have a concept of coming up with a setup of the equal highs, you can also be able to identify a setup after the market created equal lows. So in this case, you can see that the market was moving in an uptrend. We had this first break of market taken out by this move, right? So this equal lows was being taken out by this move. Then from here, the market pushed up and created what the market created. Now, out of taking out equal highs and equal lows is what you call a stop hand or liquidity grab or liquidity sweep. Just mean the same thing. It's fine if you can like choose a single word to call it, but just mean the same thing. Then in this case, since you are moving an uptrend, it means that our order block is going to be what? Our order block is going to be the last bearish candlestick. And as you can see, we had a return to order block move. The market mitigated our order block, and then the market pushed up. It's simple as that, guys. So that's all about equal highs and equal lows. Then we can have what you call a, I'm gonna quickly jump to trendline liquidity. Then I'm going to talk about a inducement. So with the trendline liquidity, in this case, let's assume that the market was moving an uptrend again. The market was moving an uptrend like this, then the market boom, then the market creates this. So this is going to be our RTO. This is going to be our RTO. Yeah. So the market was moving an uptrend. We had this BOS. We can just mark it, but this is the main BOS. This is going to be our break of market structure, guys. So from this break of market structure, if you can look at the left and see that the market created a trend line below on this higher lows. Whenever you see a trend line fitting in the market, know that there's liquidity below that trend line, below or above that trend line. So this is what you call a trend line liquidity, guys. And for this one, as you can see, the market, the trend line is the one that was creating liquidity. That our stop is more like is the same as the one of equal highs and equal lows, just that this one is a dynamic support. And remember that equal highs and equal lows are more like support and resistance, but you don't trade support and resistance here because they create liquidity, but trend line liquidity is more like equal highs and equal lows. So as you can grab the liquidity that was resting below the trend line, right? Then later the market pushed up, right? So in this case, it means that you are going to choose our order block where at the stop and to move. That's why we are going to choose our order block. And as you can see, in this case, since the market was moving in an uptrend, the market came and mitigated our order block, and then the market pushed up. Same thing applies to when the market was moving in a downtrend. As you can see, the market violated that trend line, stop hunting here, break of market structure. In this case, since we are in a downtrend, the market, our order block is supposed to be the last bullish candlestick. Then the market mitigated our order block and the market dropped. So guys, that's basically all about a trend line liquidity. However, sometimes the market can create a trend line liquidity within a structure. Let me show you. Within a structure like this. In this case, let's assume that the market is moving an uptrend. Then the market later creates a small internal structure, guys. Small internal structure here. Then the market later comes and mitigate our order block and push up. So guys, here you can see that the market was moving an uptrend. We had a break of market structure here. Then from here, the market tried to create like internal structure. Some people will try to play around by analyzing this small structure. However, also another example of a trend line liquidity that can happen. So in this case, our order block is going to be here. Same thing applies to a downtrend, just in the same concept, guys. So now let's talk about inducement. Let's quickly talk about inducement. So inducement again, it's very easy, guys. It's easy. In this case, let's assume that the market was moving an uptrend like this. Then the market did like this again. So then later the market comes and mitigate the order block and pushes up. So guys, here in this case, as you can see, guys, the market is moving an uptrend, right? So the market created what? The market created a break of market structure, right? So obviously for this break of market structure, the order block is supposed to be where the order block. The market created this break of market structure. The market tried to the order block, but later pushed up. So it created the second VOS, guys. So as for someone who doesn't understand anything about inducement, he or she will choose this candlestick as the order block. However, this is just a liquidity area, which you call it an inducement. The reason why this order, why? Because just below it, there's a fresh and unmitigated order block. That is why we will opt this one, or that is why we'll choose this candlestick, which is the last bearish candlestick. So this is just going to be an inducement. So in simple, inducement is just a move that the market created a single high or a low, but sometimes the inducement can just be a single high, but the market can create maybe equal highs or equal lows. It's gonna depend on which the trend the market is moving at. The market created like a move that the market created without mitigating the order block, like maybe like a move that the market created. Like as you can see, this move was supposed to mitigate this order block, but the market just moved away without mitigating this order block. So this single high is going to be our inducement. So you can just say a move that was created by the market when it moved away without mitigating an order block. So this a single low is going to be our inducement. Same thing applies to this. There are people who are going to choose this order block without like looking here. Like it's good for us to always check what was happening on the left side before we attempt to analyze the market, guys. It's very good to check what was happening on your left side. So as you can see, some people, since we have this break of market structure, some people will try to take the valid order block. As you can see, the market checked like mitigated this one instead of this one. So now let's visit our real examples. Let's try to analyze the market. Let's try to analyze the real market, guys. So guys, firstly, I'm gonna start with volatility 50s here, guys. I'm gonna start with the volatility 50s, guys. So the very first thing is, you know, that the very first thing that you should simple. As you can see, the market is moving a downtrend. So guys, as the market is moving a downtrend like this, we had a break of market structure here. This is our BOS. So guys, this is our BOS. From this BOS, we are going to have what? This is going to be our BOS. This is going to be our BOS. Then before we choose our order block, guys, you know that you have to look out for what? For liquidity and imbalance. Then you can see that the market firstly created this BOS, and then later the market created another BOS, guys. You can just mark them, all of them. So, but for this BOS, like we are just more focused on this BOS. That's the, guys, you can say we have any imbalance. The only imbalance that we had was around this area, but it wasn't useful because already, as you can see, the market failed that imbalance. But yeah, to mark, we are going to look out for liquidity. The liquidity that we are having here in this case, guys, you can say it's equal highs. So this is equal highs. So it means that the market needs to do what? The market needs to take out those equal highs. So we have to choose our order block above what? Above this area. So some people, since we had this break of market structure, they will try to choose order block here. But as you can see, the market validated it when went to this valid candlestick, the last bullish candlestick. That is our order block, guys. As you can see, this is our order block, guys. As you can see, the market now currently the market is going to drop, guys. You see, identify a trend, identify break of market structure, look out for imbalance, then liquidity, which is equal highs in this case. Let me just mark it. This is going to be our equal highs. Then from there, we're going to choose our order block right above that equal highs. As you can see now, the market has to drop. But again, guys, let's drop to a 50 minutes and volatility 50s is currently creating. So in this case, the setup that you are going to make is going to be the confirmation setup of 2 hours order block. Let me just remove this. So after this, we know that the market has to drop. But guys, the market just started to create a minor downtrend here. As you can see, guys, we can mark this as our trendline liquidity. This was a trendline liquidity. This was a trendline liquidity, guys. But for this trendline liquidity, okay, let me just mark it so that it can be visible for everyone. This is our trendline liquidity. Let me just abbreviate trendline liquidity. So this is the move that violated a trendline liquidity. So it means that we are having this candlestick which violated this trend line. So obviously this is the move that took out this trend. And guys, we are going to have what we call a break of market structure. This is going to be our BOS. Then from here, before we choose our order block, I'm just going to mark our imbalance. This is going to be our imbalance just near our order block. This is going to be our imbalance. This is going to be our imbalance, as you can see. So now we are only left with this candlestick that you can choose as our order block, which is the last bullish candlestick at the extreme point. And as you can see, guys, the market just mitigated our order block. So this is another example of what? Of a trendline liquidity. This is another example of a liquidity. So about volatility, the market mitigated this order block, and currently the market is selling. So let's change a pair, guys, right now. Let's change a pair, and maybe let's look at volatility 50s. Yes, guys. So currently, I would like to start with 4 hours, guys, for the overall trend of a market. You understand? So right now, we are having this. This is volatility 50, but it's just a down, like it's a sell setup. So guys, as you can see here, I'm just gonna try to analyze this one for you, but it doesn't have any. The market is moving a downtrend, guys, as you can see. So this is going to be our brief market. We're going to look at this area. So we had this first BOS, then the second BOS is here, guys. This is the second BOS, guys. So some people will say, oh, we had a break of market structure here, so it means that our order block is going to be what? Our order block is going to be here. No, guys, this is not a valid order block. This is just this high. This is a liquidity resting. And you can say this is an order block. Why? Because we are still having a fresh and unmitigated order block right above this high, lower high. So we are having this candlestick. As you can see, guys, this is going to be our order block. So some people make a mistake of marking a inducement as their order block. So we had this BOS, a break of market structure again, inducement, then this is going to be our order block, guys. Then you can just mark this line on the left side as took this previous high. So above this high there was liquidity resting. So again, another important thing, guys, is that there's liquidity resting everywhere in the market, guys. There's liquidity resting above each and every high and below each lows. There's liquidity resting, guys. So that was the example, and this is currently the setup of volatility 50s. But so we had a change of character setup, but I'm gonna make a video about change of character. So as for this one, we had this was a BOS. This was a BOS, but I guess I made I made a video about change of character. So you know that change of character happens when the market is changing trends, right, or changing like direction. So you see that volatility 50s was selling previously, but right now it's started to buy. A change of character, guys. So you firstly need to have a BOS. Then after this BOS, guys, we can see that we had a change of character here because this is the area where our order block was supposed to be at, but the market just decided to violate that area. So we're going to take this as our change of character. So it means that our order block is supposed to be where? It means that our order block is supposed to be around this area. So as you can see, guys, now this is for hour. And remember that since we're moving around, our order block is supposed to be the last BH candlestick. So guys, let's just drop to 1 hour and let's just try to see if we can come up with our order block in 1 hour trade. So guys, let me quickly check that area. We're going back to that area, guys. that have just the market. As you can see here, we have equal lows, guys. This was our equal lows. Yes, I showed you on the illustration. This was our equal lows. And for this equal lows, let me zoom out there so that you can be visible for anyone. And for this equal lows, this is the move that took out this equal lows. This small wick is the one that took out those equal lows. So this is our stop hand. And this candlestick is the one that we are going to use to do what? This is the candlestick that you're going to use to highlight or to mark it as our order block. So now let's go back to our summary and let's see if that order block indeed was mitigated. So yeah, here we are, guys. Here we are. And as you can see, guys, the market just decided to come and mitigate our order block, guys. That's one our OB. So this is how it looks. For our we can just take this bullish candlestick. This is a 4 hour character setup, and then we have equal lows that was taken out by this move. So guys, this is after you have equal lows, wait for the market to take out those equal lows. Then later, that's when we can do what? That's when we can analyze, or that's when we can come up with the setup. And again, guys, let's look for another example of any kind of liquidity that you can see. Alright, guys, let me remove this previous setup. So guys, again here we had a change of character setup. We had a break of market structure. Firstly here, from this break of market structure, the order block for this BOS was supposed to be this candlestick, but the market correct. This is going to be our change of character, guys. Then, so now obviously we know that our order block is supposed to be where at the extreme point. This is our extreme point, guys. But again, before we choose our order block, guys, we have this area. So this area, just after this low was created, this high low, the market created a minor BOS. So someone might think that, oh, this can be my order block. But guys, remember that this is what we call an inducement. This is just going to be an inducement, guys. This is just going to be an inducement. Why? Because right below this low, this a trend line, guys. This is an order block that is fresh and unmitigated, which is this last bullish candlestick. And this is the candlestick that the market used as our order block. As you can see, the market came and mitigated our order block and the market picked up. And now let me check like maybe two pairs on currency pairs before I end the video, guys. Let me check two currency pairs. Okay, let me check all this. So let me check any currency pairs here. Let me check two currency pairs, then I end the video. So here I guess, but allow me to check GBP USD. Let me check GBP USD. So guys, currently on GBP USD, guys, like the only example or the only setup that you have, it was a general character setup. But in this setup, I just wanted to show you how we identify an so guys, order block. But we are having this single low. So guys, on this one, this is what you call an inducement. So this low is to be taken out by the move that will be mitigated order block. I hope this one is clear. And then guys, maybe we can check gold. Let's check gold. Let's check gold, guys. Let's check gold, guys. One of my favorite pairs. So this is like actually my favorite pair. Like it is the one that I trade most of the time. Let me not say one of my favorite pairs, but it's actually my favorite pair. Okay, guys. So right now I want us to talk about this area. So right, this is the area that I want to analyze. So opportunities, guys. Right. So in this case, now we're going to identify our break of market structure. So this is for our remember. This is going to be our break of market structure. This is going to be our break of market structure. This is going to be my BOS, guys. This is going to be my BOS. So from this BOS, guys, on for out of it, we are having this. This is our imbalance, guys. So it means that this imbalance needs to be what? Needs to be filled. So this is our imbalance, guys. This is our imbalance. That's why I will maybe try to go to my order block. And guys, let's check one out of it. Let's check one out of it. Yeah, here we are, guys. So this is one out of it, guys. And as you can see, this is the analysis that this is how the markets are looking on out of rate. Remember that you market this as inducement for out of rate. So if it's not visible in 1 hour, but just know that it's out of rate, this is imbalance. Then now before we choose our order block, we're going to identify the liquidity. The liquidity that you have in this case is this one. This is actually, guys, you know that the move that took our national liquidity is the one that worked. That's why we are going to mark our order block. And guys, we use the 30 minutes average candlestick that we use as our order block. And as you can see, the market came and mitigated our order block, and then the market dropped. Yes, it's very simple as that. Then again here in this case, we had an inducement setup. Remember that we had for this setup, it was the market was looking like a structure. We had a figure swing. Then before you choose our order block, guys, this was the guys. This was the area that we marked as our inducement, guys. You can see that I've marked the imbalance here, but again, there's another imbalance here, guys. Imbalance. So with this imbalance, it tells us that we have to choose an order block that is below it, so that whenever the market mitigates that order block, it fills this imbalance, and it also takes out that inducement liquidity. So again, this is going to be our order block. It's very simple, guys. As you can see, the market mitigated the order block, and the market picked it up. Then let's look for the last example of a trend, maybe equal high. So let's check USDT this time around. Let's check USDT. Let's check USDT. Let's check USDT. So yeah, here we are. Could you jump right to the past structure so that I can try to analyze the character setup, guys? I want us to study this move. Look at this move. Previously, the market was pushing up from here from block and drop. So this tells us that you might be change your character setup. Yes, we have change your character setup. So let's zoom out so that you can see all the details of this setup. So this one, guys, it's very simple. It's very simple. So this one is gonna be kind of confusing because you can see that from here, this is a viewer, this is viewer, this is viewer, this is viewer, a lot of them, guys. So like just look at it, just don't get confused. In this case, the structure is the one that can help you or that can guide you to come up with maybe a good setup. So in this case, guys, I'll just mark this as our change of character. I'll mark this as my change of character. I'll mark this as my change of character. Change of character. This is our change of character, guys. You can see that previously the market created what? The market created equal highs, guys. This was equal highs. This was what you call equal highs, guys. Exact equal highs. Same level. Equal highs. It's simple. They move that volatility those equal highs, so they move that to the liquidity that was resting above this equal highs. Is this move? So this is what we call a stop and liquidity grab or liquidity sweep, whatever you want to call it. That as our for sure we're going to choose our order block. This candlestick that you got is equal highs as our order block. But before we choose that as our order block, we have this, guys. This was more like a setup because you can see the currencies because like there's more fundamentals. That is why the market are pushing up impulsively up and down. So we had this group of structure, Someone might say, oh, this was a valid order block, but guys, it wasn't a valid order block. Yes, the market created on this order. Take this as a trendline inducement. You can mark this as a trendline liquidity, but also this is an inducement. Understand? So obviously there's liquidity to think about. So that is why we opted for this candlestick as our order block. The one going to be our order block. But again, guys, for this one, we can refine it because someone might say, oh, immediately after change of character, the market came in mitigated this order block. But in this case, let's refine that 1 hour order block to maybe a smaller time frame order block, guys, so that it can be break there. So guys, here's the area that you are looking for. So guys, let me zoom out. Okay. So you can see that this is the full candlestick that we marked in 1 hour time frame, right? But in 30 minutes, let's look at this. So this is 30 minutes time frame, guys. So in order block, our 30 minutes order block, guys. This is going to be our 30 minutes order block. So we said that we still have a fresh order block, right? And we can just take this move as an engagement again. And just take this move as an engagement again. Then maybe we can take 2 hours time frame so that you can. Here we are, guys. As you can see, this is how the setup looks. This is how the setup looks. Market mitigated our order block and it was a number entry, guys. And this is how it took on 2 hours, just a week. So for this whole setup, the target was this area. So guys, that's all that I wanted to share with you, or that's all that you need to know about liquidity, all types of liquidity. So guys, let's meet again on another video. That's all we are doing. Thank you.